Stop everything you're doing right now because this update could change your life faster than you think. USCIS has just announced a major shift that could cut your waiting time in half. Yes, you heard that right. Work permits that used to take months could now arrive much faster. And if you miss this information, you could lose out on opportunities, jobs, and even legal status. Before we go any further, here's a quick reality check. If you rely on slow or outdated information, you could end up making costly mistakes. So here's a different kind of subscribe reminder. Think of this channel as your immigration safety net. Hit that subscribe button now, because one missed update could mean months of delay or even a denied application. This is US Visa Info, your #1 source for the latest and most accurate immigration updates. Today we're breaking down the huge announcement about EAD processing times being cut by up to 50%. You need to watch this until the very end, because we're covering who benefits, what you must do, and what mistakes could still delay your case. If you don't understand this change, you could miss your chance to work legally sooner. Let me tell you something. This is extremely time-sensitive. According to the new guidelines released by USCIS, starting April 1st, 2026, the agency is implementing a fast-track system for employment authorization documents. This means certain categories will now see processing times reduced from 6 months down to as little as 3 months, in some cases, even faster. Here's what you need to understand. This is not just a small update. This is a major operational change. USCIS is increasing automation, improving digital filing systems, and prioritizing specific categories. The goal is simple: get people authorized to work faster, reduce backlog, and improve efficiency across the system. Pay close attention to this part. The new rules take effect immediately for applications filed on or after April 1st. But there's a catch. If your application was already filed before that date, you might not automatically benefit from the faster processing unless you take specific action. Now let's talk about why this matters so much. If you're someone waiting for an EAD, you already know how stressful it can be. You might be unable to work, you might be losing income, you might even be at risk of losing your job offer. This change could mean the difference between financial struggle and stability. Whether you're an asylum applicant, a student on OPT, a spouse on a dependent visa, or someone adjusting status, this update affects you. And I'm not saying this to scare you, but if you don't know how to take advantage of this faster processing, you could still end up waiting months longer than necessary. Imagine this scenario. You get a job offer, but your EAD is delayed, the employer moves on, you lose that opportunity. That's real. That happens every day. Now with faster processing, you could secure that job sooner, but only if your application is correct and complete. Quick question: are you subscribed yet? Because missing updates like this could literally cost you your green card. Hit that subscribe button right now. Now let's break down the actual numbers and details. Previously, EAD processing times ranged from 5 to 8 months depending on category. Under the new fast track system, many categories are now targeted at 90 days or less. That's a huge reduction. The filing fee for Form I-765 remains at around $520 for most applicants, but some categories still qualify for fee waivers. However, USCIS is now placing more emphasis on complete applications. If anything is missing, your case could be delayed or even rejected. Here's where it gets important. Premium processing is also expanding. Some applicants may now have the option to pay an additional $1,685 fee to get decisions within 30 days. But this is only available for certain categories, so you need to check if you qualify. And here's the part nobody is talking about. Faster processing also means faster rejections. If your application has errors, missing documents, or inconsistencies, USCIS will not wait. They will deny it quickly. So speed works both ways. Officers will review your application more closely than before. They will look at your employment history, your immigration status, and your supporting documents. They have access to data from IRS, Social Security Administration, and even previous immigration records. You'll be asked about your eligibility category, your current status, and your work history. If anything doesn't match, it could trigger additional review, and that could delay your case even under the fast track system. Before we continue, let me tell you something. Last month, thousands of people missed a critical deadline because they weren't subscribed to channels like ours. Don't let that be you. Now let's talk about documentation. This is where many people make mistakes. You must bring copies of your passport, visa, I-94 record, and any previous EAD cards. These documents prove your identity and eligibility. You also need to include proof of your current status. This could be your I-797 approval notice, your asylum receipt, or your student documents. Without this, USCIS cannot verify your eligibility. Keep copies of everything you submit. Maintain records of your application, receipts, and communication. If there's an issue, these documents can protect you. Pay close attention to this part. Photos must meet strict requirements. Incorrect photos are one of the most common reasons for delays. Follow USCIS guidelines exactly. Now let's discuss exceptions and special cases. Students on OPT may see faster approvals, but they must still apply within the correct time window. Missing your deadline could mean losing your work authorization completely. Asylum applicants may benefit from reduced waiting times, but only if their applications are complete and filed correctly. Conditional residents and family-based applicants may also see improvements, but not all categories are included in the fast-track system. Medical emergencies, work assignments, and humanitarian situations may still qualify for expedited processing outside the standard system. But you must provide strong evidence. If you're getting value from this video, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. We post daily updates that could save you thousands of dollars in legal fees. Now let's move into action steps. First, mark your calendar right now for April 1, 2026. This is when the new system takes effect. Timing matters. Second, gather all your documents before you apply. Do not rush. A complete application is your best chance for fast approval. Third, review your eligibility category carefully. Make sure you select the correct one. Choosing the wrong category can lead to rejection. Fourth, consider consulting with an immigration attorney if your case is complex. This can prevent costly mistakes. Now let's talk about common mistakes to avoid. Don't submit incomplete forms. Missing information can lead to immediate rejection. Don't ignore photo requirements. Incorrect photos can delay your case by weeks. Don't use outdated forms. USCIS updates forms regularly, and using an old version can result in denial. Don't wait until the last minute. Delays in filing can push you outside eligibility windows. Don't assume faster processing means guaranteed approval. Your application still needs to meet all requirements. Join our community of over 15,000 immigrants who stay informed. Subscribe now and drop a comment telling us where you're watching from. Now let's talk about timelines and what to expect. Best case scenario, you could receive your EAD within 30 to 90 days. That's a major improvement. Worst case scenario, if your application has issues, it could still take several months. Delays can happen if USCIS requests additional evidence. Strategic timing is key. Apply as early as possible within your eligibility window. This gives you the best chance of benefiting from faster processing. Now here's the bigger picture. USCIS is moving toward more digital processing and faster decision-making. This is part of a broader effort to reduce backlogs and improve efficiency. Future changes may include more categories being added to premium processing and even faster turnaround times. But with these changes comes stricter review and higher expectations for accuracy. Let me tell you something. This is your opportunity. Faster processing can help you work sooner, earn income, and stabilize your life. But only if you take the right steps. To summarize, here are the 3 key takeaways. First, EAD processing times are being cut by up to 50% starting April 1, 2026. Second, complete and accurate applications are more important than ever. Third, you must act quickly to benefit from these changes. Don't wait. Start preparing your application today. Missing this opportunity could cost you time, money, and peace of mind. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this with any immigrant who needs to know this. Stay informed, stay compliant, and remember, your dream is possible if you follow the rules. This is US Visa Info, keeping you updated every single day.